What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But guys, our P4G matchup here, week 4 of the P4G Tier 3 and below league. The St. Louis Rampardos are taking on the Miami Donphans in an epic showdown. I know you guys always love when I face Kyle A. I'm gonna be breaking down my team really quickly. There's no separate team builder. For those of you guys wondering, obviously the match is late. If you didn't hear, my town got hit with a couple tornadoes. I was out of power for basically a week. Finally back up and running, thankfully, and obviously Kyle was cool and he was like, nah, it's no big deal, dude. We can just, battle at another time. So we're battling now, so you guys get it a few days late, but no big deal. For those asking about the NPA matches, we had a bye week because of playoffs. So we had actually 2 bye weeks. The whole league had a bye week, and then we had a bye week because of playoffs. And then this week, this Saturday, we'll actually play our P4G or NPA match for the playoffs. So don't worry, we didn't miss any matches. My capture card just stopped working, which is super duper cool. So we'll see if I can get that to be fixed. I just actually got this back from Japan, so I don't know if it's gonna be broken or not, but hopefully it works. If not, I will I'll see what I can do here. Hopefully, yeah, it's good. Hopefully it just stays working. I just legit got this back from Japan yesterday. So anyway, things are going really well today. Windows just had a new update, so my audio stuff is all messed up. It's been a rough morning. Anyway, let's talk about our team really quickly. Bringing Polytoad with the Dan Brock Drizzle. I've got Rest, Sleep Talk, Earthquake, Scald. Earthquake is there because he does have Tentacle on his team, so I feel like that's kind of cool tech. If he brings that Tentacle, I can predict it. But otherwise, our goal is just to get the rain up. We're pretty physically defensive. Actually, we're very, very physically defensive. So again, goal is to get the rain up for the rest of the team, kind of support the team there. We've got our Tornadus, which is rocking a Choice Spec set. Choice Specs Hurricane. His only resist to this thing is Aerodactyl, and I 2-shot Aerodactyl, so we can really wear that thing down. If he's not carrying Roost, we could really, really put some pressure on him. And of course, in rain, he just has no viable switch-ins outside of maybe Aerodactyl, like I mentioned, so I could definitely put some serious pressure on there. Psyche is just another coverage move that seems to do pretty well against his team. Defog, because he does have sticky webs, although I'm not too concerned about them. And then Tailwind could help out the rest of the team in terms of team support. We've got Kabutops here, Nautical coming back again this week. Very, very cool set. I didn't actually realize it got Liquidation. I brought Waterfall last time, but Liquidation, Aqua Jet, Superpower, Sword Stance. I have to be very careful because that Gardevoir does have Trace, and it can trace my Swift Swim, so he can copy that, but it does have a pretty low physical defense stat, so Aqua Jet is nice there. It also helps against Aerodactyl outside of rain. I can outspeed that. If he brings a Choice Scarf Aerodactyl, I can outspeed that with Aqua Jet. Superpower Fightinium Z is there for Miltank and Ferroseed. 2 of the main things that I think he could bring on his team to try to stop my offensive onslaught here in the rain. I think Ferroseed is really, really viable because of Ludicolo, so I wouldn't be surprised if he brought that. I also think that Tentacle has some viability to stop Ludicolo as well because it does have Liquid Ooze, so it can stop those, those Giga Drains and things like that. Miltank obviously with Sap Sipper, so he may bring that to try to shut down my my Ludicolo. But again, I'm not even bringing Ludicolo. I felt like Kabutops had a better matchup this week anyway. I don't know if he's going to expect that, but nevertheless, if I can get a Sword Stance up and rain is up for a few turns, we can put in a lot of work with this thing. We've got our Excalibur here, our S-Cavalier, bringing a pretty standard set, a lot of bulk, a little bit of attack, Megahorn, Toxic, knockoff Ironhead. This thing is meant to just take some hits. I've got the Figgy Berry there, which gives us a ton of health back. This thing's designed to take 2 Stone Edges from Aerodactyl, also take a couple HP Fires and hits from Gardevoir, and I can take some other stuff as well. Sharpedo is very scary, but it's one of those Pokemon that can take a hit from it at least, so we'll have to see how that goes. We've got our Rotom Voltergeist here. I love this set. Choice Scarf Rotom. Very, very good in this matchup. It outspeeds everything in his team. It doesn't have to worry about sticky webs, and he doesn't have a ground type outside of Gabites. I've got Hidden Power Ice there for that, but generally we should be able to Volt Switch around his team and gain a lot of momentum. So this is most likely my dedicated lead. It just looks really good, and I think if I could weaken his team enough, Thunderbolt should be able to clean up. And then last but not least is our Dragalge here. Dragalge is meant to just be kind of a mixed defensive Pokemon, mostly special or defensive. Allow me to take hits from Galvantula and things like that. Chandelure in case he brings it, which I'm not really expecting it against a rain team. Hidden Power Fire for Ferroseed, Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, and Toxic Spikes to help wear down his team. He does have a Poipole. I don't think he brings it. And he's got a couple other things that would be nice to poison, specifically like Miltank, and things like Sharpedo, wear them down, Gardevoir, those kind of Pokemon. If I could wear them down with the Toxic Spikes, that could be really, really useful. So that's our team there. I did some practice matches. Again, it was kind of tough to try to get ready for this match with everything else going on, losing power for so long and everything we had to deal with in our town. It was pretty ridiculous. Like even my road was like blocked off for like a couple days. We had to like get chainsaws and like clear ourselves out because it was so bad. But we're good now, which is good. And we're ready to battle against Kyle A. So let me get connected here with Kyle and let's throw down for the battle. Hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new. Let's make it happen. Alright guys, we are connected here with Kyle A. Let's find out exactly which 6 he's gonna bring. I'm definitely expecting aDrive. I think Sharpedo makes a lot of sense. And then I think Ferroseed, Miltank, you know, the kind of defensive core to stop the, you know, the rain offensive sweepers makes a lot of sense against me. So we'll kind of see what he ends up doing there. But it should be an interesting battle, man. Me and Kyle always seem to have some pretty crazy battles when we throw down. I know a lot of you guys have really been digging our matches. And I got a question today to you guys. What do you guys think about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? As of recording this, which is Tuesday, you guys will probably see this match Wednesday this week. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna happen? I mean, I guess it could be announced by the time this video goes up, but who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? But let's see what 6 he's bringing. He does bring the Tentacool, which I'm actually okay with. No Miltank, does bring Hitmonlee, which is actually fine. I did a practice match against Kyle's team, and this is actually very similar to what the practice match was, so that's fine with me. Like, Hitmonlee is definitely scary, but I faced an Assault Vest one. So, Aerodactyl, Sharpedo, Ferroseed, Tentacool, Gardevoir, and Hitmonlee. Okay, so, Hitmonlee, yeah, I don't really have a good fighting resist. Tentacool. Okay, but I have ways to deal with Tentacool at least. Okay, so he's got no item on his Aerodactyl. I don't know if that means he forgot his Z move, but I hope he doesn't realize it. I'm just gonna lead with my my Voltergeist here. But that's very interesting to note that his Aerodactyl does not have an item. So I can freely Volt Switch out on pretty much anything. I don't know if he'll notice it or not. But I do have the opportunity to Volt Switch. And unless he's normal gen fake out Hitmonlee, I can definitely Volt Switch and find out if he is Assault Vest or not. So that, I mean, I don't think Aerodactyl gets Acrobatics. So I'm assuming he's supposed to be Z Crystal and didn't put it on there. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if he tells me before we start, it is what it is. But if he doesn't notice it, then I'm just gonna rock with it, man. You always gotta triple check your mons. You always gotta triple check your mons. So it's one of those things, man. I've learned to always check my items. But yeah, I don't think Aerodactyl gets Acrobatics. So let's see here. He's only got a few seconds left. And I don't know if he was able to get his team in. So I guess we'll find out here in a second. He hasn't messaged me yet. But yeah, I don't think this thing gets Acrobatics. So yeah, he's messaging me right now. Let's see what he's gonna say. He said rip. Let's see here, rip. He only brought one Pokemon. So, which is Voltergeist. He led with Daenerys, which is his Gardevoir. Okay. So obviously we have to reconnect, guys, so we'll be back in a second. All right, we're back, and he has a Z Crystal, so there you go. He realized he forgot his Z Crystal, and he added it back on, so that's what the issue was. But he's got to lead Gardevoir anyway. That's what we agreed on. So, I mean, it's not the ideal lead for me. Like, I don't really care if he leads Gardevoir or not. So, I'd almost rather him not lead Gardevoir so I can just Volt Switch out. But I have to go into Escavalier, I think, and then maybe double into Politoed. So we'll Volt Switch out. We'll go into Escavalier to take the potential Psychic, and then we'll double back into Politoed is most likely what I have to do here. So we'll see what he ends up doing. But yeah, man, it is what it is, dude. He forgot his Z Crystal. He realized it. You know, he stopped the battle before it started. It is what it is. So he is Trace, obviously, but we know his Aerodactyl is Z, so we can assume it's probably rocking him Z. I'm just gonna Volt Switch out there. That was my initial plan. I think Rotom is really valuable in this match, especially if I can weaken his Ferroseed. So it's super duper good. So just because it outspeeds the Aerodactyl and things like that. It outspeeds the Hitmonlee. It's gonna outspeed, you know, it can start to put a lot of pressure on with a couple different things. So I keep getting this stupid notification that I have low disk space on this drive, but the drive has nothing on it. I'm getting really annoyed. This new Windows update is really annoying. Hopefully it won't keep popping up. So sorry if you guys can hear that. That's annoying. But anyway, let's try to get focused here because this has been a series of distracting events. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna just Volt Switch out. I mean, he may be. I don't see why he doesn't. Like, I don't see how he doesn't just attack me here. So it's just a matter of what he goes for. I mean, I could pretty safely go Politoed as well. I just don't want to get caught with like a Specs T-Bolt to the face. But I think even so, Escavalier should be able to take a hit from Gardevoir. Hidden Power Fire. So let's see here. Can I just take a hit anyway? Yeah, I should be able to take a hit unless he's Choice Scarf. Or Choice Specs, I mean. So that did a decent amount of damage. Nothing crazy, but it did what I guess I would expect from it. I mean, I'm assuming him to be offensive anyway. So yeah, it did about what I expected. Okay, so let's go into Excalibur here. Hopefully he doesn't make that crazy HP fire prediction off the bat. He very well might, but I guess we'll find out. I think it's my best play either way. He goes for Psyshock. Okay. So we see the Psyshock here. That does good damage. Is that specs? Let me see if I can calculate whether that's specs or not. Psyshock, I think that was. Let me see here. 128 out of 177. Puts me at 72, which means he did 28% to me. So Psyshock, that's definitely choice specs. Definitely choice specs. Okay, good. So we know he's choice specs. This is where if I had Pursuit, that'd be super nice. I can really knock off an item on anything right now, though. But he could go... He's not going to go aerodactyl because of the potential Iron Head. So knockoff into the Ferroseed would be super solid. I kind of like that play. And then knocking off an EVLA, I mean, he really most likely expects me to go. I mean, I feel like knockoff is really good because even the Hitmonlee doesn't want to catch a knockoff to the face. I'm going to go for the knockoff. I think it's too valuable to hit like Ferroseed or Hitmonlee or anything like that. So here comes Mythical, which is the Tentacool. Okay, so this thing is just going to get blown back by a knockoff here, which is super solid. Okay, I got rid of his EVLA. Okay, so Gardevoir's sitting at about, say, 75% from that Volt Switch. Tentacool's sitting at about 40%, and no item, which is good. Now, he can set T-Spikes here if he wants. He can also Scald me. I have a pretty safe switch into my Dragalge here, but I actually have a better switch into my Politoed. So I'm going to go Politoed here, because this gives me my Rain. It gives me a good Scald switch in, and I can Earthquake him if I want. So he might just set T-Spikes, or he might go for a knockoff himself, actually. He goes for knockoff himself, so that's kind of annoying. I probably shouldn't have made that play there, but I get my Rain up at least. I think I'm just going to Earthquake here. I mean, he could go Ferroseed, but I think I feel okay just going for Earthquake. Like, what does he do? Would he want to switch into his Ferroseed here? I'm just gonna Earthquake. Because he's got to think, like, what is Politoed gonna do to him, too? So, he goes for Sludge Bomb, so he's actually faster than me, but this is fine. I'm gonna knock him out here. And he doesn't poison me, which is good. So, Politoed is gonna pick up the kill. Okay, cool. So we got rid of his Tentacool. I'm not sure it was like the best trade there though, because I did just lose my Damp Rock, which stinks. Having 8 turns of Rain was really important, but it's okay. So now he probably goes into either Gardevoir to Thunderbolt. Now that we know the Gardevoir specs, it's so crazy too, because my practice match, that's what I faced. I faced specs Gardevoir. I faced like knockoff Tentacool, and the Tentacool in my practice match knocked off my Damp Rock too, which is funny. But it's a good start though. I mean, we got rid of the Tentacool, so his switch-ins to Kabutops going for superpower is really low now, and Aqua Jet is actually really good against him too, especially if I can get some damage off on that Sharpedo. I just have to be really careful with the Sharpedo, because Politoed is like my best way to deal with that. And I guess Dragalge, but Dragalge can only live 1 hit, so I have to kind of keep all that in mind. Sharpedo is actually really scary, especially in Rain. Like, Dragalge can live 1 hit though, and fire and like knock it out. So we have that, and Politoed can obviously live a hit or 2, and then Earthquake or Scald. So I do have Rest and Sleep Talk on this Politoed to give it some longevity, which is good, but just some things to keep in mind. So I feel like there's a chance he goes into Aerodactyl here. There's a chance he goes into Gardevoir here. There's a couple different options. Dude, this stupid notification, man. It's getting really annoying. Sorry if you guys hear it. Okay, so here comes the Gardevoir. So we gotta make a prediction here. He's gonna Trace our Drizzle, that's fine. Does he go for Thunderbolt? Does he go for Psyshock? Does he go for HP Fire? Predicting my Excalibur switching again. Like, that's the thing. Excalibur can switch in again. I do like Dragalge coming in, though, to set T-Spikes. I don't think he Psychics. I'm going to go Dragalge. I don't think he goes for a Psychic move because oh, he's going to double out. Okay, what does he double into? He doubles into size 11s, which is going to be the Hitmonlee. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hitmonlee could have Earthquake here though, so he makes a good double to try to bait me out. I don't know if he was trying to bait out the Dragalge. But what does Hitmonlee do with an Earthquake? Can I live an Earthquake? I can live an Earthquake, and I actually can do a tremendous amount back. I can also set my T-Spikes. I kind of want to go into my Tornadus, though, because I want to pressure him with Hurricane. So I'm going to make a really bold switch here and go into my Tornadus. I don't think he's like the fake out Unburden set. And if he is, it's fine. I'll find out right now. So I feel like he likely... I think he Earthquakes to hit the Dragalge. Let's see if he's fake out or not. He goes for close combat. Okay, so he's not high jump kick. He's close combat. We're gonna take that. I don't know if that's taking it or not. That did a lot of damage. Is he choice banded? Is he banded? Like, yeah, he's choice banded, dude. That did so much damage. Okay, well, the good news is I think he's banded. And we saw close combat. I mean, I get a free Hurricane here. How many turns of rain do I have? I have 4 turns left. I'm just gonna Hurricane. It's likely gonna catch the Aerodactyl coming in. It's his best switch in. Wow. That was, that's a powerful Hitmonlee, dude. The fact that he was just gonna close combat right through my Dragalge. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, he's definitely choice banded. He just brought some serious power. So it makes sense though. He brought choice specs Gardevoir, choice banded Hitmonlee. His objective is to weaken the team and then let Sharpedo clean. So he goes into Old Amber, which is the Aerodactyl. So really, I kinda, this should do over half to him. I really need a confusion here. That would be best case scenario, is I get a confusion. I don't get the confusion. So I think I just let him knock me out here and just go for another Hurricane. Because to me, I need to keep this thing in range. I can't allow him to start roosting up on me. So if he wants to roost and try to knock me out or whatever, that's fine. But I still have a couple turns of rain. So I'm just gonna go for the Hurricane here. And I know he's got a Z move, so I kind of have to burn through the Z move too. So I gotta be a little careful there. But that's wild, man. I have to see... Okay. Kabutops still isn't able to... Kabutops can really put some work in if I get a Swords Dance up. And if I can keep this Aerodactyl low, we can clean with that. I have to be so careful about that Sharpedo, though. That's something that really worries me right now is the Sharpedo. But I'm just going to Hurricane again in case he roosts. And if he knocks me out, it's fine. I just go into Kabutops. He's going to burn his Z move. Okay, so that's fine. So, Arrow kills Tornadus with... I think that was Roxy. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. Kind of what I expected, right? Like, we knew he had the Z move. We knew it was coming. I'd rather use it now than kind of get destroyed by it later, you know? So, okay, so I have a couple options here. I actually think going into Rotom is my best option because I can freely Volt Switch out and gain momentum against anything, really. The other option is going into Nautical and threatening him and getting up a Swords Dance. I don't think that's the play, though. I think going into Rotom here is the best play. I think going into Rotom is the best play. Because now I can just Volt Switch and I gain momentum on anything. So let's do that. So he either lets his Aerodactyl go down or he switches out and gives me momentum. But, you know, either way. You know, he could go Gardevoir here to take the Volt Switch. He could also go Ferroseed. If he goes Ferroseed, I probably go Kabutops, and I have to just go for the all-out pummeling. I think that's my best play. He's going to switch out. He likely goes Ferroseed here. Here comes Pete, which is probably the Ferroseed. Yeah. Okay. Here comes the Ferroseed. Get a Volt Switch off. It did a little bit. I think Kabutops can probably knock him out from that range. It's risky though. It's very risky. So Kabutops against a Ferroseed. Like if he's like mixed defensive, we do 84 to 100. If he's fully defensive, I don't knock him out. So that's kind of sketchy. I do still have the I can go Dragalge and set up T-Spikes, which does help me against his Hitmoan Lee, weakening that thing. Helps me against the Gardevoir a little bit, weakening that for Kabutops to sweep. And I can also HP Fire. I think that's what my best play is here, is to go into Adept. I'm a little nervous though, because he could start setting hazards against me too, himself. Which could be really annoying, but I think that I have to set my own hazards here. So, how many turns of rain do I have left? I've got 1 turn of rain left. So I'm gonna set up a T-Spike right now. He likely sets up Stealth Rocks if I had to guess. Or he goes for Leech Seed. Or T-Wave, I guess. He goes for Spikes, okay. Alright, so the good news is the rain stops here. He's gonna be able to hazard stack me. There's not much I can do about it, but I do have HP Fire at least. So he's going for the clean with Sharpedo, man, and I don't know what I can do to stop it, to be honest. It's gonna be really tricky to stop it. But that was good damage there, and he goes for Rocks too. Alright. He obviously has a really solid switch opportunity here if he wants to. I don't know if I can risk going for the Sludge Wave and having him... Like, if I HP Fire, he goes Aerodactyl here from... Would he switch out here? It's kind of risky. I could see him saving this thing, though. I'm gonna go for Sludge Wave. It's a tough prediction. He stays in. Yeah, he's gonna get another layer of spikes up, dude. I mispredicted there. What are you gonna do? Yeah, he hazard stacked me, man. It's such a struggle, dude. I'll just Hidden Power Fire. If he switches this turn, good play. Ugh, I thought he would switch out because the HP Fire was really obvious. Now he's gonna switch out to Aerodactyl, I'm sure. Okay, can I still win this game? Yeah, I mean, I think I need to get... I definitely can still win this game. He's gonna let it go. Okay, so we that stinks, man. We're gonna lose so much health. We're gonna lose so much health on switching now, man. Alright. Well, now he goes Gardevoir, and he can just pressure me with Psychic. He doesn't even really need to predict anymore. He could just click. Like, I mean, well, actually, so we're not out of it yet. Rotom puts in a lot of work right now. Can Sharpedo kill Rotom outside of, we're not out of this yet. I think, yeah, with Stealth Rocks, he's gonna be able to, yeah, so Sharpedo can definitely knock out Rotom, but Rotom really pressures him and puts in a lot of work against him still. So we're not out of it yet, but I have to manage my switch-ins against that Sharpedo and figure out a way to, like, live a hit from it. I don't know how we're gonna live a hit from the Sharpedo. That's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be really tough. Him getting 3 layers of spike, or two layers of spikes and Stealth, I mean, that's, my team is losing like almost half their health on switching. Like, I'm losing like 30% with Politoed and stuff like that. It just is gonna do so much damage to my team. There's not really much I can do about it though. Dragalge is one of the few things that can take a hit from Sharpedo. That's the biggest issue right now, is the Sharpedo. Like, he obviously has things that are going to do a lot of damage to me, but it's the Sharpedo that's the scariest part right now. Like, I can take a Life Orb Crunch with Dragalge, so I probably have to keep Dragalge around. He goes into Daenerys, which is the Gardevoir. He's going to copy my adaptability, which is going to be so scary. This is going to be so scary. Okay, so I basically have to sack off my Escavalier here. The good news is I have the Figgy Berry, so I may be put in a Figgy range and be able to get off an Iron Head, which could be super crucial. I have to make this play though. So I think if I'm him, I'm just clicking Side Shock here because it's gonna do the most damage to everything. This stupid Disc Space Warning, man. I don't understand it. I have this, like, it's so annoying. I'm sorry guys, there's so many things going on right now. This stupid Windows update, man. Alright, hopefully he Side Shocks and I can live on my Figgy Berry here. I don't even know if that's happening. He goes for I don't even think we're living on the Figgy Berry, guys. He's adaptability now. Oh, dude, that was clutch. That was clutch. Okay. Well, we're back in it. We're back in it. In some regards, anyway. Okay, Ironhead is my best play here. He doesn't really have a good switch into it. So Ironhead is my best play. So I'm gonna go for Ironhead. Okay. I do still have Aqua Jet on Kabutops. I gotta weaken that Sharpedo somehow, man. Gotta weaken that Sharpedo. Yeah, he's gonna put himself in a situation where Rotom can actually put in some work. This is gonna be a close match. Regardless of the outcome, this is gonna be a close match, man. It stinks because that extra layer of spikes may bite me, dude. Just because I went for the Sludge Wave. I should have just HP fired. I thought he would switch out to Arrow. I just didn't want to give him a chance to get a free roost. But this layer of Toxic Spikes, man. How much is Kabutops doing to Sharpedo with Aqua Jet? He's gonna switch out, so something catches an Ironhead here. It's size 11s, it's the Hitmonlee. It's fine. Aqua Jet's doing like 25%. This is gonna do a good amount though. Hey, big damage there. Oh, he lives on just a sliver though, but he's gonna go down. He is gonna go down. What do I do here? I think I just sag off Excalibur at this point. He has to close combat and then he dies on the following turn. That stinks that he actually, I wish he died there. Or at least doesn't die to Toxic. Because now he's going to get that free switch into Sharpedo, so I have to make a tough prediction coming up here. I think he goes Sharpedo. I'm okay with this though, right? How many? He still has the Aerodactyl too, okay. Alright, I have to let him knock me out here. I don't see any point in keeping Escavalier alive. I mean, it keeps him from spamming Psyshock, but at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna have to either Aqua Jet him to kill the Gardevoir no matter what. Yeah, I think I just Ironhead here. I'll go for a knockoff in case he switches, but he's gonna go for close combat. I'm pretty sure he knocks me out here. Yeah, he does. Okay, so he's gonna die to poison. So Dragalge kills Hitmonlee with Toxic Spikes. Okay, so Hitmonlee goes down. Okay, my best play here is Rotom. I feel like he's got to know that though. The problem is that Sharpedo. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. I have enough pieces I think that I can work around right now. I'm gonna go Voltergeist because if he goes into Aerodactyl, I need to be faster than it. He doesn't actually have confirmation that I'm Scarfed yet either, but I think he knows. And with the Sharpedo, he has to go for Protect either way. So that could give me the opportunity to switch out and go into my Dragalge, which should be able to take a hit from Sharpedo, I think. I have to go for Sludge Wave. But either way, it's gonna put turns of poison on the Sharpedo. What does Sharpedo do to Kabutops? Kabutops has good natural bulk, physical bulk. I should be able to live one hit from the Sharpedo. Kabutops should be able to live one hit from Sharpedo. I think. I don't know. I'm going to take a lot of damage. I basically have to prepare for that. I basically have to, like, keep Kabutops alive. He's going to go... Oh, he does go into the Sharpedo. That stinks, man, because had I predicted that, I would have been in so much better of a spot. I might have misplayed pretty big there. But he has to protect here. I know that. I don't want to set up the rain. I don't think that's a good idea. I think I want to go into my Dragalge. I think I want to go into my Dragalge here. Because that's going to give me an extra turn of Black Sludge and maybe allow me to live a hit. So I have to predict the Protect here. I think the Protect is very obvious. If he doesn't Protect, I mean, just mind-blowing. But I think he has to Protect because he's got to think I'm Scarfed. He switches. Why, though? Why would you switch there? I don't understand that play. If I volt dude, what a play. What a play, dude. I have no idea what to say to that. Can Dragalge live an Earthquake from a Aerodactyl? I don't know, man. I'm blown away at that play. I'm blown away at that play. I'm at 133 out of 172. I'm at 77. Dragalge, if he's adamant, I can live an Earthquake. I have to Dragon Pulse though, which could get the other dude in. I have to Dragon Pulse. I feel like he knows that, but he could think I have Surf too. Wow. He Stone Edges. I should be able to live this though. Okay. And a Dev should be able to kill him. I can't believe he made that play, dude. If I Volt Switch there, I think I win the game. I don't understand it. Alright, Dragalge kills Aerodactyl with Dragon Pulse. So Aerodactyl's gone. Okay. Now he's got Gardevoir and Sharpedo. And it comes down to basically, can Kabutops beat the Sharpedo, essentially? Can Kabutops live a hit from Sharpedo? Is really what it comes down to. Because either way, like, Rotom's coming in here. And I just click Thunderbolt with Rotom a few times, I believe. Once Rotom comes in. And then it comes down to, can Kabutops live a hit from Sharpedo? I'm not going to set a Brain. And I guess there's the option of Politoed potentially living a hit from Sharpedo too. I just don't want to set a Rain if I can avoid it. So it comes down to that. It comes down to what his Sharpedo set is. If he's Life Orb, you know, whether he's Life Orb or not, I think is huge. And I also have to get that Gardevoir a little bit lower to ensure that I can knock it out with a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's gonna do about 40%, 50%. Here comes the Sharpedo, so a little surprised to see him go into it now, but that's fine. It's all the same. It's all the same. We're gonna Sludge Wave here. He likely protects. Now he goes for the Crunch and just knocks me out. Okay. Sharpedo kills Dragalge with Crunch, and he is Life Orb. Okay, so the play is the same here. I mean, it comes down to Kabutops. Can Kabutops live a hit? And I mean, there's also the play, can Politoed live a hit? But it all comes, I think it's all the same. I think my best bet is to go to the Kabutops though, and see if Kabutops can live the hit. I mean, I'm sitting at 101 out of 141. That's 71%. Kabutops against Sharpedo. Liquidation does 61 to 73. So I'm gonna go for the Fightinium Z Superpower. There's no point in liquidation here. I go for the Fighting Z Superpower. If he goes Gardevoir, it's okay because I can kill the Gardevoir with Aqua Jet on the following turn. So it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I just go for the all-up pummeling. Comes down to whether I can live the hit or not. He goes for, oh, he's got Earthquake. Forgot about Earthquake. Yeah, we ain't living that. Nah, he's got the Earthquake, dude. Okay, can Politoed live a hit from this thing? I'm very physically defensive. Politoed versus Sharpedo. I didn't expect him to have that. Alright, Politoed it is. I think maybe I can live a hit though. I think I'm 92. I think maybe, dude. Scald is my best play here, believe it or not. Do I rest? I think I Scald. I don't remember how much the Gardevoir had. I think I Scald here. I think I can live a hit though. I think Scald plus Poison will knock him out. He goes for crunch. I think I live this though. I do. So I threw away my Kabutops. So if I lose this game, it's because I threw away Kabutops. And he dies to Scald, so Politoed gets a kill. So it comes down to how much is the Gardevoir at, and can Thunderbolt kill it? He's pretty low. He's gonna take that. It's gonna be a damage roll, I think. I wish I had Toxic or Protect, dude. It comes down to a damage roll. It's my mistake. I messed up. I'll go for a rest, but he's gonna knock me out here. It comes down to Thunderbolt, but he's gonna be at about 40%, and Thunderbolt does 41 to 50, and I feel like he needs max. Why did he Moonblast? Rotom resists? I don't know why he Moonblasted. I mean, I'm at 50%. I don't know if Choice Specs kills anyway. I'm surprised. I actually might be able to live this. I might be able to live this Moonblast. We're Thunderbolting anyway. I think we knock him out though. I think it does enough. Unless he's got a lot of bulk investment, but I think we're gonna knock him out here. Yes! All right, we won, baby. Went 1-0. This has been a season of very close matches, but we're picking up the W, dude. Wow, that was a close match, man. That was a close match. I made some misplays there with that Sharpedo. You know, had I kept Sharpedo alive, then it wouldn't have been nearly as scary at the end there. But nevertheless, we picked up the W, man. And that's what our goal was, to come in with a W every single time. Jagalagy getting 3 kills there. Obviously, HP Fire, Toxic Spikes, getting the kill on Dragon Pulse. Rotom, Choice Scarf Rotom was really solid. Politoed actually getting 2 kills there. The max defense of Politoed, living the hit for Sharpedo was clutch. I'm gonna go figure out why I'm getting this stupid error on my computer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, shouts to Kyle for being cool and letting me battle late. Obviously, there was nothing we could do, but you know, that was cool that we got to do that. So we'll continue as normal, guys. Thank you for watching this match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're facing Crimson Seabad next in P4G, and then the NPA playoffs are this weekend, so get excited for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one, and be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.